Nowadays, anywhere that you go, you gotta just wonder, okay, is this place going to ask for tips? And it makes sense from the business side of things. It makes a lot of sense because you just need to install a one-time menu with 15%, 20%, 25% tip. And if you're slick, you add custom tip. You don't even put in the no tip button. And just like that, you have introduced a new stream of income. If you go to 5 spots in a day, you could easily spend $15 to $20 on tips. Every now and then, I'll have a Sunday where I do a bunch of different activities. And a couple of weeks back, there was a Sunday where I started off the day getting my car cleaned. And right after I get it cleaned, the guy's over here shuffling his body like, I really hope he gives me a tip. So I give him a tip. Then I go to pick up some coffee. This person spins the tablet around, tip. I'm like, okay, I'll give some tip. Later on, I went to Dave's Hot Chicken. They're like, oh, tip. I gave some more tip. Already, I spent $10. And it's like, man, I still have 2 more places to go. And here I am just spending so much money on tips. And it's like, the reason I call this the soft costs, I like to call this soft economics. I got to think of a better name. I mean, whatever. The reason that it is soft versus the hard version of our dollar losing the purchasing power is because there's a choice. I could always say no tip. But now it's a little awkward because every now and then I notice when you click no tip, it's one of those situations where the monitor is not registering. They'll say, oh, you're clicking the button and it's like, it's just frozen on that. And now it'll say, would you like the receipt printed? Like, no, I don't want the receipt printed because then this person will see what my final cost was and he'll mathematically calculate that I didn't give him a tip. And I want to come to this place again. Nowadays, a lot of my decisions are made on, okay, I don't know where to go eat. Should I go to X, Y, and Z spot? Nah, because now I have to think about the whole tip thing. Let me go to this place instead. And this place does not have the tip feature. And I think these places that don't have the tip feature, it may actually seem like a bad thing. It's like, oh, well, see, these guys are losing out on a lot of potential money. But I think in the bigger picture, these folks are going to win because there's going to be a lot more Americans that are spending certain days where they're just going from activity to activity to activity. And it may just even be throughout the week, not just a particular day. And eventually it's going to click for them. They're going to say, look, I just have so much money throughout the day, you know? And if this certain spot is saying that I don't have to give a tip, I am spending what I am being advertised for, then you know what? I'm just going to keep going back to this spot over and over again. And if more and more Americans do this, what's going to happen is that these places that just charge you what they said that they were going to charge you, they don't spring a tip menu on you out of the blue moon. In the bigger picture, they're going to win. In the short term, it's going to feel like they're losing. But in the bigger picture, I'm pretty sure eventually people are just going to get fed up, especially with a lot of these viral clips nowadays. I mean, every other day, it seems as though I'm seeing a new clip on YouTube of a DoorDash guy that's mad that he didn't get paid a certain amount. It's like, man, I want to hook you up, but us as people, we're limited, especially if you don't own a business. You have a salary? If you have a salary, then it's hard to just hook everyone up with tips.